wasn't grown up in my but I wasn't grown up in my but I wasn't grown up in my but I wasn't grown up in my oh 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 oh
saying mbala musiza mwena amanya gange nze Molly ono mukwano gwange bamuyita Anita.
Salibonani, igama lami ngu-Anita, lowo ngumngani wami uMolly Kirawa.
Habari, jina langu ni Molly, huyu ni rafiki wangu, jina lake ni Anita.
Zuri say, zita langu nozi Anita, hii shamari yangu nozi Molly Kirawa.
Amolo ngwen, nying an Molly, eni larama nying Anita.
Greetings, my name is Anita Ndlovu, and this is my friend, Molly Kirawa.
Now, for those of you who understand one or all of these languages, you would have noticed something in common, and that's the message, or rather, what we're communicating. Where are we getting at with this? Whether you're in Africa, whether you're in Europe, Australia, or anywhere in the world. As humans, we go through emotions. Now, when you're going through pain, it doesn't specify whether you're black, white, Asian, male, or female. Pain is pain. And that goes with mental health. Someone who's going through depression goes through the same emotions as someone else who's in Australia, as someone who's in Africa, Europe, or in different parts of the world.
And this is why we decided to do a collection of messages from different people with different perspectives on how to handle certain issues or emotions on a daily basis. Hi guys, my name is Anita Ndlovu, and today I have a message for you of which I hope it will serve its aim and purpose in your life right now. I will be talking about rejection. So for any one of you feeling rejected, for any one of you contemplating on rejecting someone, I would like us to talk about what it is about rejection that we all dread. All right, first things first, rejection sucks. It hurts,
Amen.
It pains, it is bitter. It goes to the deep ends of our heart, especially if your whole heart is in it. Right. Rejection can have the same degree of hurt from a stranger as equally as it can have from a loved one. I think today I'm just here to talk about rejection in general. So I would like to use this analogy, and for all those who love ice cream, they will relate to this. So picture yourself with a friend, and you guys have set up a date and you are going to go and have ice cream. And ice cream in this analogy will be whatever you hope for, the end result or your goal, your ambition, whatever that you hope to get at the end, right? Now you and your friend set out on your journey, and your friend just decides to back off. The journey halfway through, they don't perhaps let you know what the reason is, or maybe they just change their mind and they do let you in on what the reason of changing their mind is. But along the way, you realize that I still want the ice cream, right? The question then becomes, are you going to stop halfway because your friend backed off, or are you going to continue forward to the shop and get the ice cream and enjoy the ice cream as intended before? I think pretty much of us have answered yes to that. And it looks all nice and easy when we use that example, but in real life, this is where I want us to draw back in. There's people that we are going to meet in our lifetimes. They might be on board from the very start, right? And they might back away for certain reasons in their lives. They are allowed to back off. But what remains is you as an individual, your choices and your decisions. Your decisions need to stand regardless of who rejects you, who rejects the commitment that they have made towards you, who doesn't accept your ideas. Why? Well, because it is your life. So today I just want to bring a word of encouragement to let you know that you will never deny yourself. You will never reject yourself. The biggest rejection you can ever get is from you, and most importantly from God. And God is always calling upon us. So if anyone wants to reject you, or if you're thinking of rejecting someone, consider it best to communicate with the next person and let them know why you're doing it. But do not change your reasons for anything, because your life comes first. Bye.
Hi guys, my name is Chris, and I've been invited on here today to share a word of encouragement for those of you who might be suffering, or individuals who might be struggling with identity crisis. I think identity crisis is one of those ongoing and lifelong, well, it depends, but lifelong struggles that you deal with. Unfortunately, it's something that can take a hold of you, but I'm here to say that you are not defined by or confined by your struggle. It is something that we all go through, sometimes regardless of the stage of life, but it's also something that is a process that we all work through. And just because you might be having fears or doubts or insecurities about who you are in a particular season of your life, it doesn't mean that you don't have the potential or the ability to grow and, I guess, expand your horizons. But also a word of note to remember that you're not there forever. When you're 10 years old, you might have a certain kind of identity. When you're 15 years old, you might have another, when you're 20, etc. So life experiences and the people you surround yourself with can impact that. And it's not something to worry about. I think when you get to a certain stage in your life where you become more exposed and you're more secure in yourself, those things tend to fall back into place. If they don't, it just means that there's more room for growth, there's more room or more opportunity for you to continue exploring. You're not going to bog yourself down by one title. You can wear multiple hats. You have the ability and the capacity to wear multiple hats. So if that's something that you're not too sure about or you're struggling with at the moment, just remember that you are who you are. You're purposed, you have a reason, and you are loved. And yeah, just keep pushing, because you never know who you might come in contact with later down the line because of your ability to express yourself in your newfound identity. So
Yeah, let's go. Oh, we've started? Well,
Okay, hi, my name is Natasha, and I am here to encourage people that are struggling with comparison. I understand that in this moment you feel less than, you feel like you could never compare to whoever it is that you are sizing yourself up against. But I just want to let you know that what you have to offer is great. You are a blessing. You are incredible, you are kind, you're beautiful, you're smart, and you're capable. And you wouldn't be here if you didn't have a purpose. And I know that the people that you're looking at, you're thinking, oh, they're better than me in this, or they're better than me in that, or why did this person choose them over me? But what you need to know is that it's not about anyone choosing another person. You need to realize your worth and your value doesn't come from the perceptions of others. Your worth and your value doesn't come from money. It doesn't come from any material things, and it doesn't come from any girl or any boy's approval. What you need to realize is that you just being is a blessing, and you're an important person. You are loved, you're appreciated, and yeah, just affirm yourself every single day. Make yourself realize that, you know what, I am worthy and I'm important. And yeah, that person might be doing amazing and great things, but that doesn't mean that I can't do those things too. And it doesn't mean that I can't aspire to be great. You need to celebrate other people when they're winning and realize that you can win too. That's my encouragement to you. So I hope that you come out of this space of comparing yourself to other people, and you realize how incredibly important you are to the people around you, and also to the Almighty Creator who made you so specific and so purposeful and so fearfully and wonderfully. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruth, and I will be speaking a word of encouragement to all of you regarding pain that you may be feeling or experiencing, be it physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual pain. I think the one verse that comes to my mind that really encourages me through times of pain and trouble is the one in Romans 8 that says the pain that you're feeling or you're experiencing right now, to paraphrase, is nothing compared to the joy that is yet to come, that God is going to bring in your life through blessings, through other people, and through healing. I think sometimes we underestimate the power of healing. And I think just a reminder to you that when it comes to pain, God can heal any kind of pain. Whatever you're going through that hurts the most, I say bring it to God, leave it at the feet of Jesus. He will take care of it, and He will carry the burdens that we often want to hold on to and we're not supposed to. So as a word of encouragement to anyone that may be feeling inadequate or stuck in any kind of pain, I say it's not forever. The sun comes up every time after the rain pours, and there's a rainbow that comes afterwards as a reminder from God that we are loved and a new beginning is yet to come.
And this is to the young ladies out there like myself who feel a little bit under the weather about themselves or do not value themselves. I just want you to know that you are worthy and then you are valued. So self-worth, I would say it's how we value ourselves or how we look at ourselves or what value you place upon yourself. As a child of God, I believe that everyone is made in the image of Christ. And if you believe that you're made in the image of Christ, it means you are worthy, because the God that we serve is beautiful and He made us fearlessly and wonderfully, which makes you what? Fearfully and wonderful made. Let me just go with this analogy. If you bought a car for $50,000 and you use it for a while, and yes, the value has been depreciated a bit, and you go to the car dealer shop to sell it, and they come up to you, they tell you, this car has got a bit of a scratch on it, there's a dent over there. All they're trying to do is trying to get the car from you at the very lowest cost. But if you know the value of your car, you wouldn't just go with anything that they tell you, say, I'll just give you 20,000 for this. If you do not know the value of the car, you would just go, oh yeah, that's okay, I'll take it. But if you know your value, you can say, nah, that's not a good deal, I want a better deal. And since you're not desperate, you would go for another dealership that would offer you a better deal. The same way with going with for a job interview. When you do go for a job interview and you know your self-worth and you have about 45 interviews and you go for the first one, and because you know your value, you know what you're worth, you wouldn't just accept what is thrown at you, but you would ask questions. How much is my pay going to be? What is this job going to offer me? Because you know your self-worth. And with that, if they offer you something that is low, you can say, that's too low for me, I would want a better deal. If you can't do that, sorry, that's okay, goodbye. You go on to the next one, and you would definitely find among the 4 interviewers that have called you, one that would give you something that is worth your self-value. So how we value ourselves is very important. And if you begin to know your self-worth, you begin to understand your self-awareness, you begin to understand what you're worth that is out there on the market, and people will respect you for who you are. But then if you do not respect yourself, or if you do not know your value, people wouldn't respect you. If another analogy I would like to go with, I like a lot of analogies. If you have a messy car and someone sits in, how comfortable do you think that person will be to want to eat and leave rubbish in your car? Because they feel like, oh, your car is dirty, I can leave that. But if you have a clean car and your friend walks into your car, they would even be scared to want to litter it, because they see how much you respect that car, how much you value that car. The same way goes into our life. If you value yourself, people would value you. So knowing your self-worth is very important.
Hi guys, my name is Molly, and today I'm sending out a word of encouragement to anyone undergoing stress, anyone who will find themselves in stressful situations. and those who just came out of stressful situations. I would like to speak from a quote from this book that I highly recommend. I'll talk about it later. It says, I'm sure a lot of you have come across it, but we cannot change the circumstances in our lives or of our lives, but what we can change is how we react to it. And we all know that stress is a reaction to different circumstances that we face that lead to fear, anxiety, and all those kind of emotions. So one thing that I am going to say is identify your stress. What's stressing you? Is it school? Is it, your boyfriend? Is it your mom, your family, whatever it is? When you're able to identify your stress, you can analyze whether it's worth stressing about or not. If it's not worth it, release, give it to God. Psalms 55 says, cast your burdens unto him and he will take care of you. That's not your problem anymore. Now, if you analyze that, it's something worth stressing about. Now, I'm not saying this like, it's good to stress, but we all know that there's good and bad stress. Yeah? So when you figure out that the stress is good, you use it to your advantage. This is only possible if you've identified what's stressing you. Yeah? So after you've analyzed that, okay, how do I use this to my advantage? Personally, I stress cook, I stress bake, I stress clean. Now, a lot of people might look at this like it's procrastination, but I figured that cleaning, cooking and stuff calms my mind because these are things that I love. So I'm not saying release your stress, you're ignoring it. No, you're releasing it because it's not important. Focus on things that are important. So use that stress to your advantage. And for me, cooking allows me to relax my mind, to get myself ready to actually go back and deal with whatever situation it is that I was facing and all that. And lastly, give your mind the power it deserves. I think we do underestimate the power that our mind has. Hence why I brought this book. It's very good. I haven't obviously gone through it, but from the first few chapters, I can tell that it is a way to explore your mind, its power and what you can do as a person in certain situations that have to do with your emotions and all that related to it. So give the mind its power, and that involves engaging in self-love, self-care, and all these things that feed you, because charity begins at home. When you take care of yourself, you're able to take care of other people around you. If you can't take care of yourself, how would you expect to take care of the people around you? You can't. So stress is inevitable, but we can use it to our advantage. Take care, love yourself, because we are made for love. We are made to love. We are made with love. Cha-cha.
Hi, my name is Wiza. So this message goes out to people that have dealt with uncertainty or have been in uncertain situations. The best advice I would give would be to first take time and think about the situation that you're in or uncertain about. Reflect on it before you decide on anything, as well as always seek help. I always seek help, so always seek help from someone else, somebody you confide in, or someone that you think you can confide in. It could be someone older than you, it could be your friends or family. So you could do that as well. And then you could do is simply trusting your intuition. So pretty much your instincts, you can never go wrong with that. If you feel something's not right, then definitely it's not right. And about seeking help, of course, you might have situations where you're not too sure if you can trust that person or just take their advice. You could simply ask more people if you enjoy, telling other people. And if it sounds exactly what your instincts tell you, then definitely go for it. But if it doesn't, then just go with your instincts. Pretty much that's it. Good luck. was